Mexican slang is like the country, diverse, variety, never ending, always something to see and learn. And today we're going to talk about some expressions over words in Mexican slang, some of which are kind of intertwined with each other, and some are just very common but kind of random. So the first one is ahorita. Now, this comes from the universal word ahora, which means now. And as we've established in previous videos, when you talk about ito or ita at the end of a noun, you're calling it little. So ito for masculine and ita for feminine. So ahorita, and that typically outside of Mexico means right now. But in Mexico, it actually means soon or eventually. So if you were to ask someone, ¿puedes ayudarme con mi tarea? Can you help me with my homework? And they were to say ahorita, that means at some point, soon or eventually, whether that's in a few minutes, a few hours, or a few months, whenever. So ahorita in Mexico, in the slang, it means eventually or soon. But if you want to say right now in Mexican slang, that is luego, luego. Now, this word is used universally, luego, to mean later. But if you say luego, luego, it means right now in Mexico. Another word that's used with a lot of slang is codo. Now, codo is your elbow, but if codo is used in and of itself, it's referring to a person who is tacaño, cheap or stingy. Because if you think about it, people who are codo, cheap or stingy, don't want to flex their elbows by pulling out money or a credit card or something and putting it on the table. So that's where it comes from. Codo means tacaño, cheap or stingy. Now, there are quite a few expressions that are used with the word codo as well that are very different, such as hablar por los codos. Well, hablar is to talk or speak, but hablar por los codos means someone who talks too much. Una persona que habla demasiado es una persona que habla por los codos. Another expression, romperse los codos. So romperse means to break. So if you're breaking your elbows, literally what it means, the definition is una persona que trabaja demasiado or muy duro, muchísimo, which is someone who works too much or too hard, which makes sense, romperse los codos. Now, another word that is common and is very different from everything I just said is sale. You would have heard something very similar, such as vale in Spain or dale in other Latin American countries. And you can still hear it in Mexico, but their version in slang is sale, not the verb salir, but sale to say okay, the equivalent to dale and vale. And then finally, camión. Now, un camión universally means a truck. But if you tell someone that you've arrived por camión in Mexico, that actually is a bus. The common or frequent word or official in Mexico is autobús, but un camión is another way of saying bus in Mexican slang, even though in most countries it would mean truck. So there you have it. Those are some words that are used in all the different Spanish-speaking countries, but are very different to Mexico, making it a very vital part of their Mexican slang. And for more videos, whether it's slang, grammar, vocab, anything to do with the Spanish language and culture, go to makingspanishsimple.com, subscribe today, and hit the like button. And if you have a favorite word, put it in the comments below. Try it out with ahorita, luego, luego, codo, whether it's hablar por los codos, romperse los codos, or camión. Put it in the comments below, hit the like button, and hasta luego.